Welcome to Reading with Kermie. It has been weeks since I've done Reading with Kermie. Why? Because other things come up and, well, who cares? Really, I'm here now. Welcome to Reading with Kermie. Chris here, a.k.a. Kermie. And by the looks of my background, I have some more friends with me. So this makes that a special episode of Reading with Kermie too. So, and I'm feeling pretty good today. So I was like, during my Kermie karaoke, I was like, you know what? I haven't done a Reading with Kermie in a while. It's time. I got it. Oh, he just wants to hear Reading with Kermie. It's essence. Anyway, this is Reading with Kermie. Don't stress the small stuff. Just small stuff with the family. This is book 2 of Don't Stress the Small Stuff trilogy, what I have been reading. So we are in chapter 51. That means we have done 150 chapters out of this trilogy so far since I started sometime last year. I'm not sure exactly when, but it's okay. So let's begin, shall we? Let's do this. So chapter 51 is an interesting title. I just opened up the book. Oh, good reunion show, too, I'm sure. Ask yourself, why should I be exempt from the rest of the human race? That sounds pretty deep. So let's get into it, shall we? You got a little orb friend? Where are you? Well, he moved. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. A number of years ago, I was complaining to a friend of mine about how much responsibility I had and how difficult my life seemed to be. His response played a role in my transformational from seeing myself as a victim of circumstance to being a person who truly accepts life as it is most of the time, rather than commiserating with me and sharing his own difficulties. His questions to me was, is there some reason why you think you should be exempt from the rest of the human race? Waha. He was referring, of course, to the obvious but largely overlooked fact that life is full of challenges, obstacles, hurdles, setbacks, difficulties, hassles, and problems. Whoosh! For all of us. No one is exempt. True. Regardless of your background, race, religion, or sex, regardless of what kind of parent you had, your birth order, how much money or notoriety you have, and all the other specifics of your life, you will have problems. Case closed. Wait. It's always easier to see your own problem than those of others, and it's certainly true that some problems appear to be far more severe than others. But the truth is, ultimately, no one's life is particularly easy. Get that out of the way. So that a friend just messaged me. I'm going to get back to or after the reading. Carrying on, at least not all the time. The old saying is still true, as it will be forever. Circumstances don't make a person, they reveal him or her. It's very helpful to remind yourself of this fact of life. It puts things in perspective when we remind ourselves that life wasn't meant to be hassle-free or perfect. We are more able to respond to our challenges with perspective and grace, rather than being annoyed or overwhelmed by every little thing. We are usually able to say something like, oh well, here's another one to deal with. I doubt very much that any of us will get to the point where we enjoy the inherent hassles of life, but I'm certain that we can learn to be far more accepting, and as you can imagine, the less you struggle with your problems and challenges, the more energy you have at your own disposal to solve them. Rather than exacerbating the issue you are dealing with, you'll see the bigger picture, including the best possible solution at hand. And reminding yourself of the inevitably of problems to deal with. You got it. problems to deal with won't make your life perfect, but it will put things in a healthier perspective and make life seem a whole lot less overwhelming. Starting right now, see if you can view your current problems in a new light. You might discover that at least the small stuff can be experienced with a great deal more serenity. Woo! That was a good reading. What do you think, orb friends that are surrounding me today? Yeah, that's good reading. It's all about, changing perspective and not playing that victim role all the time. And I myself is really good at playing that victim role. Actually, oh, there he is. Most of my life, I have played that role, and it brought me nothing but pain, depression, and misery as my life went on. And it wasn't till just like recently I really focused on me and how my outlook and perspective really was, and I stopped playing that victim role so much in my life and started being that productive member of society like I always have been, but with that different perspective. And sometimes we all can get in that role of playing the victim. It's easy to do, really. Just when those times come up, we can take I should speak for myself. I'm not speaking for any of you guys out there, but I can now take that moment and shift my perspective and see for what it is and have that acceptance of life. Because yes, life is going to bring us things that we not necessarily like or want, but it's up to us and how we do respond and react to the life's challenges and circumstances and experiences. And with that, I'm just excited that I decided to come back to Reading with Kermie and share with you guys. Plus, for the last couple weeks now, I've been really missing my reading material. I should say, several weeks, I've been looking at my bookshelf with all the books I have not read yet, or there's a few up there I started again that I haven't read in a long time. So last night I finally got the motivation to just grab a book from that bookshelf and start reading. And maybe that's what triggered this today, to get back to reading material with Kermie, but either way, it got me here, and it got me sharing with you guys, and I really hope all you guys are doing well through all this quarantine now, protesters everywhere. I have my own views, but if you want to share with them, we'll do it off camera. Anyway, I love you guys, and I do hope you guys are doing well. Oh, wow, that's cool. That looks like this light. That's the way I should have done the video. Somehow, just get like that. Anyway, say goodbye to my old friend, and went over here. I love you guys. Peace.